The next thing, let me, gotta get a drink of water for this one. This is crap. The next thing that we're talking about. Now, everybody remember, at least I remember as a kid, Ding Dong Ditch. That was a normal game kids play, especially who hung out on the street when we were actually outside more when we was younger. But it's not good to do, but hey, it was things we did. We ding dong ditched. I never did the whole flaming poop thing in the bag. That was a little too much for my blood. The most I was going was ding dong ditching, or a prank call too. Stupid. Was your refrigerator running? Yeah, stuff like that. Not the flaming poop thing. I only ever seen that in movies. I never did that in real life. But a teen was killed after doing a TikTok. I guess it came back up, a door ringing prank, but TikTok bringing stuff back. That's ding dong ditch. That's what he was doing. So for TikTok, he was making a ding dong ditch video. He ended up dying because of it. Jesus. Now, we got to remember, some of these trends are insane. I remember back, I don't know, was it TikTok was still a thing? Probably was TikTok. But that Tide Pod eating thing, that was crazy. People was talking about, I can't even remember what that was about, but I remember the whole thing was like on the news, like, don't eat Tide Pods. Like, you really got to tell us about that. But let's jump right into this video and see what this is talking about.
For murder in Virginia after teens tell authorities an age-old childhood prank, the ding-dong ditch, turned deadly. A high school senior shot to death while doing the stunt, his friends say, for a TikTok video. Now the homeowner, Tyler Chase Butler, arrested and accused of second-degree murder. The Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office saying in a press release it was 3 a.m. Saturday morning when they got a call for a burglary in progress where shots were fired. Deputies found 2 people with gunshot wounds on the scene. 18-year-old Michael Bosworth Jr. was transported to a local hospital where he died just hours before his high school prom. His stepfather telling me he was a student athlete who played lacrosse, football, and wrestled, now gone. Another teen grazed with a bullet, telling investigators, according to court records, they weren't trying to break into the home to steal anything. They were just ringing doorbells and running away. And a third teen, not shot, telling authorities the same story and showing police a similar video from earlier that night. The question is whether a resident can claim self-defense in such a case.
In Virginia, if you are going to use lethal force, you have to be in fear from the perspective of a reasonable person of bodily harm, great bodily harm, or death.
Makes sense to me. I don't under. Well, he might. They might say it, but the only thing that can make me think that someone's trying to break into my house is if I see them fiddling with either the key or the code. They're just typing in stuff, or they're trying to pick the lock. They hit the doorbell and just leave, then ding dong ditch, and I go out there look. I don't see where he was thinking, burglarize it. They were just doing that. I don't know, but we just got to wait for the evidence to come out. But they said they got videos of them doing the same thing. So if they can, he's going to go to jail. If they link those together and be like, these same kids just did the same thing over there, and this is all they did. They weren't. It very obvious that they wasn't trying to break into the house. It's going to jail. Going to jail for a long time. Let's continue it.
The sheriff's office saying the Butler is held on no bond at a local jail. We haven't been able to reach him or an attorney. The investigation is still ongoing and may uncover if it really was a ding-dong ditch that led to shots ringing through this neighborhood and a young life lost. Drew Wilder, NBC Washington.
Now, if they was doing a TikTok, it's obviously a video. I don't know if it's saved, if they were trying to, if they made other videos that day. So yeah, if they got video, it's over with for Boy. It's over with for him. There's no reason that he should have killed or shot at the teen. The main thing when you're protecting your family is or especially in a stand your ground state, you got to be in fear for your life. You don't know what's going to happen. You're able to protect yourself in your house. You don't have to run away. But you can stand your ground. I don't know if this is a stand your ground. I'm assuming this is. But, yeah. He's going to jail for life. Main thing, let's stop doing these. We're in a day and age where people are dying for stupid things. Dying for very stupid things. We can't, kids, you cannot just do some pranks thinking, oh, it's just going to be a prank. Something terrible can go wrong. I remember, oh my God, these pranks, some of those YouTube pranks be out of control. The worst one I've seen was somebody going around, this was older people, of course, it was going around, they'll pull up somebody's pants. Doing it in the hood. Pull up somebody's pants, you know what happened? Your gun fell out. Now you got to run for your life. It was stupid. It's very stupid. You can't do pranks and then get, oh my God, some of those people get mad. Oh my God. Some of those people get mad, but that is it for that video. I'll keep up with this one, especially so we can see what he gets charged, if they go through it, if any protests happen, you know, all that good stuff, I wouldn't say good stuff, but all the stuff that's usually associated with this type of case. But Jesus, it's crazy. All right, everybody, remember this is AC Review.